Whenever a new gacha game drops, I'm the kind of person who likes to go in blind, but I always worry I'll fall behind if I'm not constantly looking up guides or trying to min-max everything. If you feel the same way, this video is for you. I'm going to share the only 2 things you really need to know when starting Umamusume Pretty Derby on release. After that, you're totally free to enjoy the game, explore at your own pace, and learn as you go without the stress of falling behind. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to clarify that if you're not aiming to be in the top 1% of PvP players, or you don't really care about PvP at all, Umamusume is totally playable without following either of these tips, so don't stress, this game can be enjoyed casually just fine. That being said, these tips are both super simple and easy to keep in mind, and they'll give you a smoother start if you do want a bit of an edge. My first tip is to reroll. If you're not familiar with the term, here's what it means. Most gacha games give new accounts a generous number of free pulls to start off with, allowing you to acquire characters, weapons, or in the case of Umamusume, characters and support cards. However, since these pulls are random, you might end up with a weak or unbalanced starting lineup. Rerolling helps you avoid this. The idea is simple. You use your initial free pulls, and if you don't get a strong or desirable set, you start over with a new account and try again. You repeat the process until you get a solid starting lineup. Now, the cool thing about Umamusume is that pretty much every character or Uma is viable, so you don't actually need to reroll for characters. Feel free to pick your favorites and run with them. Instead, we'll be focusing our reroll efforts on support cards, which have a much bigger impact on your team's performance. The 2 top-tier support cards you should aim for are Fine Motion Wisdom and Super Creek Stamina. These cards are incredibly strong and will carry you through a large portion of the game. If you're looking for a quicker way to stop rerolling, Vodka Power is also a solid early game support option. Now, here's the tricky part. Ideally, you'll want multiple copies of these support cards to unlock their potential, but don't worry, rerolling in Umamusume is fairly quick, usually taking only 2 to 3 minutes per attempt. I'll also have a video walkthrough of the entire reroll process to make it even easier for you. Once you've got your strong support cards, my second and slightly less exciting tip is to start saving for Kita-san Black Speed. This is definitely more of a min-maxy strategy, but Kita-san Black is one of the best support cards in the game. The only catch is that we're not exactly sure when it'll be released on the global version. It could be a few months out, but Cygames has mentioned they plan to accelerate the release schedule, so hopefully the wait won't be too long. And those are really the only 2 tips you need to get started on release. If you're looking for more in-depth guides, strategies, or general gameplay, I'll be covering all of that in future videos. I'm planning on running 2 different accounts, one as my main and the other as completely free to play, so there will be a wide variety of content no matter how you choose to play. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the track.